Hello everybody, this is Pheno, and today we're back with some more Duelyst. I'm very excited to be back today. I'm glad to be back today. Very excited to get back in and continue what we've been trying to get done, and that is getting good. So I always spent the rest of my diamonds. I've got 400 left, so that if the legendary skin sale comes back out, I can get my legendary skin for Faye. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some of these. We're not going to open up all of them today, but we are going to open up a good chunk of them. I think I'm going to split them between today and tomorrow, and then utilize them all on Friday for our 2-hour episode where we're going to just start cranking out. Catalyst Quill Beast. Whenever you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to all minions. That's kind of cool. It's a 3-cost 3/4 with an effect, so it's got good value in the card. Sanctify. Give a friendly minion +1/+1. Turn its space into hollowed ground. I've seen a lot of players utilize Sanctify, so that's pretty cool. This minion has +3 attack on your opponent's turn. It's Crystal Arbiter. We got ourselves a War Adjudicator. Nearby friendly minions cannot be targeted by enemy spells. That's kind of cool. I think he would be better as an Arcanist. I don't understand why he's a minion. It's kind of weird. And then we've got an Omniseer. Look at the art on him. Opening Gambit. Turn a nearby friendly minion space into a Primal Flourish. Again, a 4-cost 4/5 with an effect is pretty good. Magmar seems to have a lot of very powerful cards inside of their deck, which is great, all things considered. Considering they have a 4/9 with like Frenzy or that eats, it attacks when it's dropped, which is super powerful. Duskweaver. Dying Wish, put a random Scion's Wish into your action bar. That's kind of cool. Choking Tendrils. Destroy an enemy minion on friendly Shadow Creep. That's kind of cool. Wild Tahar. Frenzy. Whenever an enemy attacks this minion, gain +3 attack until the end of your turn. That's kind of cool. It's not bad. A 3-cost potential. 5. That's not bad. Apologies. That makes me happy. Score another Luminous Charge. So yeah, it was Mike, you recommended doing this, going through and opening up some of the other older packs. So here we are. We're doing it. Silverbeak. 6-cost 6/9 with no effect. Koi. Take no damage from generals, but it's a battle pet. We all apparently know how battle pets work. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If anything was healed this turn, deal 4 damage instead. That's a pretty powerful card. Got another Falcius. Sunforged Lancer. Whenever anything is healed, give your general +1 attack. It's very powerful. We had our asses kicked by one of them. So buffing up a Lionar deck is pretty cool. We got a Pterodon. We got a Wild Tahar. Bound Tormentor. Sentinel minion. Put a copy of the minion that transformed this into your action bar. It costs 2 less. That's kind of cool. Art on it's very cool. Soul Piercer. Zeal with range. Wasteland Wraith. A 4-cost 1/5. At the start of your turn, destroy this and all enemy minions. That's pretty cool. Another very powerful Vitruvian card. It's basically a 4-cost nuke. As long as he lives. That's the kicker to the card, is he has to survive. What do we got? Click, click, click. We got a Carcinius, a Vesperian Might. Give a Vesper minion +2/+2 for each friendly Vesper. Gatatsu. Deal 1 damage to a minion. Draw a card at the end of the turn. Summon a Wraithling behind each enemy. Shadowstock. And we got Primal Ballast. Dispel a space. If there's a minion on that space, give it +2/+2. Huh. It's kind of good, I guess. If you drop something powerful with a bad effect, maybe? Flame Wreath, there we go. This is a card that could easily fit into my Songhai deck. Whenever this minion is moved for any reason, it deals 2 damage to all enemies around it. It's a pretty cool card. I think it costs a little bit much, but I feel like the manipulation potential for that card is very good. Another Crystal Arbiter. Give a friendly minion +1/+1 each time damage was dealt this turn. We've got a Moonlit Basilisk, which we crafted a ton of. So, Drop Lift. Steal a random artifact from the enemy general and equip it. It's kind of cool. That is very cool. Still no legendaries. Got a Wild Tar, 100-handed Rakushi. We got Pure Blade Enforcer. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, this minion gains +1/+1. Dusk Weaver. Another Moonlit Basilisk. I guess in the end we did not need to craft all of the Moonlits. We should have just done this first. Flame Wreath, very cool. Free Blade, a Sentinel minion. Someone switches positions with the minion that transformed it. I don't think that's very good. It's not. You're pretty much guaranteed the card though, which is cool. You got Catalyst Quillbeast, a Drake Dowager, and a Primal Ballast. Let's open up a Shimzar. Shimzar, I think we have the least amount of cards. And I don't know how much for Vanar is actually inside. Afterblaze. Give a friendly minion +2/+4 at the... If that minion has Zeal, draw a card. That's pretty good. It's a nice little buff card. Astral Flood. Put 3 random battle pets into your action bar. Aspect of Shimza. Void Steel. Give a minion -3 attack. Nearby friendly minions gain +3 attack. That's kind of cool. It's actually pretty cool. So another Sunforged Lancer. Very nice. It's going to look really good in our Lionar deck if and when we actually ever build another Lionar deck. Got a Legendary. Got a Fate Watcher. Whenever your opponent draws a card, this minion gains a random keyword ability. Catalyst Quillbeast. Whenever you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to all minions. And Blinding Snowstorm. Deal 1 damage to all enemies. Those enemies can only move 1 space that next turn. Got a Mind Cage Oni. Sentinel for Spellcast. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, put a copy of that spell into your action bar. And the legendary is Doom. A shiny version of Doom. The enemy general is doomed and will die after 3 turns. So, I looked at that card a while ago, and it costs too much. I mean, for a game that seems relatively quick, turn 9 is pretty far off, and then you have the added effect of the fact that you have to wait 3 turns after that. I don't think Doom is a good card. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section below. It would be useful, but I don't think Doom is a very good card. I think that there are much better cards out there. I just think Doom costs too much, and I'm assuming it can be silenced as well. I'm assuming that it could be silenced. So, if the card does turn out to be poor, please let me know in the comment section below, and we'll actually break it down and probably... because we get full dust back, so it can turn into something good for us. It's a cool card, though. Just kind of disappointing that was the legendary we've pulled so far. Carcinus, Blinding Snowstorm, Komodo Hunter. He's kind of cool looking. 3 cost 5/6. Your opponent summons 2 Komodo Chargers nearby their general. Too much value for the other player, I think. Sanctify. Sinister Silhouette. Cannot be attacked. Legendary. Very cool. We got another Free Blade. We got another Crystal Arbiter. We got a War Pup, which I think a War Pup's a pretty good card. And Another Flawless Reflection. Definitely don't need 2 of them. I can't think of any reason why we would need 2 Flawless Reflections. But I'm not going to complain about getting another legendary. Whoa, Ember Worm. He's pretty cool looking. 7 cost, 10/7 with flying. That's pretty powerful. It's actually really powerful. Rockadaptera, I assume is how you say that. Another shiny sinister silhouette. Another luminous charge that completes the collection. So that gives us all of those. Sand Swirl Reader. Opening, return a nearby minion to its action bar. Turn that space into an exhuming sand. It's a pretty solid card. It's got board control, which is nice, and it's a minion. Alright, now what do we got? We got Yun. A 3 cost 5/4 battle pet. Value's there, but it's a battle pet. And battle pets, they look good on paper, but because you can't control them, they don't trade the way you want them to. Then you've got Whisper of the Sand. Summon a Wind Dervish nearby each friendly obelisk and draw a card. That's pretty cool. For an obelisk-style deck, it's actually really good. You get the frog. Soboro. Whenever this minion damages a neutral minion, destroy that minion. Too many things, too many gimmicks to him. Thumping Wave. Oh, it's a little rabbit. Oh, it's a big rabbit. Oh, wow. It's a very big rabbit. Give a minion +5 attack at the end of the turn. Transform it into a 3/3 kin. Don't know what a 3/3 kin is, but sure. Alright. Blinding Snowstorm. Inkling Surge. Summon a 1/1 Wraithling. If you have another Wraithling, draw a card. Another War Pup. Skull Prophet. Sentinel. General attacks. The enemy general has -1 attack. That's kind of cool. I don't know how good it is, but it's pretty cool. And a Scroll Bandit. Alright, so this will be the last one. We'll open up the rest of them tomorrow, I think. Click, click, click. Aspect of Shimzar, Wailing Overdrive, Lava Lance, Koi, and Radiant Dragoon. At the end of your turn, give a friendly minion +1 health. Alright, well that was kind of disappointing. Let's open one more. Still disappointing. Oh well. Worth a shot. We got Icy. Stun a nearby enemy. Falcius. Lucian. So all this stuff we've already seen. Huldra, we do not have. It is a Venar Kindred. Opening Gambit. Give a friendly minion Vesper celerity. It's pretty cool. Great. So, we've already defeated the boss. So we don't need to go in and fight the boss again. We currently don't have any quests other than deal 150 damage to generals. So, what I want to do today is, for starters, we're going to delete some of these very old decks. I'm gonna keep this guy, Empire Mike. I like the deck. We're gonna destroy all of our Lion-R decks. We're going to I don't know which Abyssian deck is the one that we actually win with. I think it is this one. What's an Abyssian 2? Yeah, Abyssian 2 is a garbage deck. I don't even know how I thought it would ever be successful. Grab some more Spirit. And then, I don't know, I know one of our Vetruvian decks isn't bad. So let's kill off this deck. And let's build up a new Lion-R deck. I think we need to start trying to... We need to tune a deck for each class so that as we get the quests, we can continue developing on the decks. I think that our Venar deck is finally getting in the right direction. Our Abyssian deck is also fairly well into the right direction. So let's try doing a Lionar deck and seeing what we can just make happen. I know that we want 3 kitties. So we're going to craft up the other kitty. It is a common, so we're just going to craft them up. So that we have the 3 kitties. It's a very good turn 2. I don't know how I feel about Fizz. He has potential, but again, he's a battle pet. And he's a 3/3 battle pet, which means that he can trade pretty much in anything early on and not have any problem. I think that a heal deck is probably pretty solid. For Venar, I think a healing deck is... Or not Venar, this class, Lionar, is probably a pretty solid deck. Especially now that we have the Sunforged Lancer, which is going to help make the deck just more powerful. It's a very solid card. Along with Holy Immolation, we'll grab 2 of them. Your general gains +2 attack. The first time your general takes damage each turn, prevent 2 of it. Is also pretty cool. We're going to grab 3 Sun Maidens. You guys have recommended that if I find minions that I want, to just put all 3 of them in. Radiant Dragoon is also pretty good. Martyrdom, it's very good. And then, what else do we got hiding in here? I know Silverguard Knight is very nice. It's a good provoke to kind of protect your general. We're up to 17 cards. Most of them are units. Whenever this attacks or counterattacks, it dispels that minion. I like that card. It's a good way to dispel and just kind of deal with cards. Deal 2 damage if anything was healed this turn. Deal extra damage. I'm not sure how good that is. Give a friendly minion +2, +4. If the minion has Zeal, draw a card. That's a pretty solid buff. We're going to grab 1 of those. We need more 1-turn drops. Those aren't going to be enough. What do we have for neutral 2-drops? Aether Master is pretty solid. It's a pretty good card. Create a Mana Spring tile nearby. I do know while we're in here we want to grab Tigers. Because every deck should have Tigers. I don't know if the Sinister Silhouette is any good. I feel like it has potential, especially with buffs inside of like a deck like this. I feel like it could do something pretty good. Maw is also a pretty good minion, which can also help deal with some low-cost guys. Healing Mystic, I think, fits really well into the deck. Give 4 health to a friendly minions when he dies. It's not bad. It's a good little buff guy. Opening Gambit, restore 3 health to your general. We'll take a couple of them. So that should give us enough 2-drops. It gives us 9 2-drops, so definitely looking good there. Let's head back on over to Lionar. Deal 4 damage to a minion and your general. Give your minions airdrop this turn, draw a card. Choose a friendly minion. It can't be targeted by enemy spells. Draw a card. I like that. Let's grab 2 of those. It comes with card draw, so I think it's worth getting 2 of them. Whenever anything is healed, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Also could be pretty good. Give any minion +3 attack, but -3 health. It's a 2-cost, really good value kill card. Light Chaser. That gives us a lot of 2-cost drops. Probably too many. Let's cut one of the Healing Mystics. I think that's good. let's start heading off into some higher value stuff. Trinity Oath, draw 3 cards, restore 3 health to your general. I like Soul Piercer. I think he's a pretty good card. I don't think he fits well into this deck. Sunbreaker is also pretty nice. And then we've got these guys. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion, restore 5 health to your general. Circle of Life is fantastic. Excelsior is very good. Or Excelsius. We can only carry 1 more card. I guess we'll grab a second Sun. Let's save the deck. And let's go play with it. No, I don't want to watch anybody. Let's see what we can make happen. I feel like we're lacking spells. And I'd love to know. So there are 3 different tiers. You have minions, you have spells, and then you have artifacts. I'd love to know what the ratio of those should be. Should I always have like an even ratio of minions to spells, or should I always have more minions than spells? I'd love to know you guys' thoughts on that. This is a pretty solid starting hand, other than the fact that I don't have any early game clear, but I don't think the deck has a lot of early game clear anyway. And then let's replace this guy. End our turn. All right. Great. Whenever anything is a heal, to give your general. So let's drop him there. Have him swing on down there to snipe that, and then punch him. And then end our turn. So I like the way Lionar feels as a character and as a class. The Zeal mechanic is something that has consistently messed with my play, my successful plays in the past. Well played, sir. All right, so we have 4 mana. So Operation Kill that dude. And then replace him. Buff him up. Then end our turn. And see what we can make happen. Another Pax. All right, so we're going to neuter that. Restore 4 health to a friendly minion. Deal 4 damage to all enemies around it. So let's do this. End our turn. So he didn't get the value out of packs that turn, which is good. Ugh, that hurt. All right, so we have 6 mana. So I think what we do is we drop him. We move our general to right here. We drop him in the middle. We drop him right there. No, because that's fine. Let's kill this dude. So yeah, let's put our general right here. Drop him right here. And then heal him. Boom. Which nukes all of them. And then punch their general. Move him down there. And then end our turn. Alright. Just got a Wind Dervish up there. Woo! We did it! We actually won with the Lionar. We actually won with Lionar against a Vitruvian player as well. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Deal 2 damage to everything is also a pretty good card. Back to rank 14. Seems to just be where we sit. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's do another one. I don't think the deck is overly successful, but I do think that is a pretty, I don't know, I want to say it's a pretty good deck. Overall. I think a lot of decks could actually be potentially pretty good as long as the person playing them knows what the shit they're doing, and I don't always know what I'm doing. Sometimes I just have, like, brain fart in the middle of what I'm doing, and I just cannot come back from it. It does, in fact, happen. Alright, so we definitely don't need all of those. So let's get rid of 2 of them. So we're playing against a player with 300 wins plus under their belt, which is pretty terrifying. He's gonna stun me. No, he's gonna dispel me. What? Okay. Sure. So I feel like if there is a card that you drop on that first mana pool, it is in fact this card. It's a pretty solid little card. She's just all up about those spells, isn't she? Say we kill this guy as quickly as possible. We drop our cool little kitty. We are playing against a Venar, so we need to make sure that we do not let any of our dudes inside of his column. I feel like shutting down that priest portal guy that he was just using this quickly was probably our best bet. I don't know if he's going to be able to react to it. He's definitely running some sort of spell / Arcanist deck, which is very interesting. Personally, I haven't seen a lot of decks like that. So let's... So there we go. So she's going to heal up at the end of my turn. Probably see a silence come out. I know next turn, I think what we're going to do with our 6 mana is we're going to drop this guy. All right. So let's drop him back here. And then 2/4 is going to give that some immense value. Let's buff Kitty, who can then kill him. And then run away. Move her in, attack. Move him down. end our turn. I wasn't sure if that's how I wanted to do it. All right, so we've got a solid little board going on. But I'm not sure what she's up to. So let's replace him. It's not helpful right now. Move her to here. Monkey Man moves up. He moves up. And then General will hit. There's no point to do that, but let's buff her. And then end our turn, which makes our General a 5 attack guy. Next turn we can drop this dude. So he can take out my heal guy. She could very well do that. Cannot do it anymore, which is good for us. All right. That is perfectly fine. So we'll move those two there. And then end our turn, which buffs our General to a 7. He's going to continue getting healed. She's now provoked. I'm assuming she's got Chromatic Cold for the silence. Or at least she's going to look for some Chromatic Cold for the silence. Otherwise, we're going to be able to put the hit on pretty quickly here. So let's see what his play is. Who's he gonna stun? Well played. Restore 4 health to a friendly minion. Deal 4 damage to everybody around it. He is flying, right? So it's not going to really matter what I do. He's going to be able to reach it. Let's replace. And then... take him out. End our turn. Heal back up. Whew. That kind of stinks. That was a bummer. So she might actually be able to pull off the game. Yep, that's game. Well played. I thought we had that one in the bag. I don't blame the deck. I think the deck was perfect for that run. I think if we'd played up against anything other than maybe a Venar, we probably could have pulled that win out. We were doing pretty good. I can't think of any issues. The one thing I would say about the deck is I don't have enough removal. There was a lot of issues with removal. I have to trade. I understand the card that she can heal herself at the end of each turn is meant to be a form of removal for this type of a deck. I don't know. I'm shocked that we lost that. I really am. Her general didn't take any damage the entire game. Which is pretty impressive, all things considered. Versus Wurtzway 55. All right. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. I thought for sure we were going to win that one. Let's pitch the healer. Yeah, I really did. I thought for sure that we were going to get a win on that one. So... that's a huge bummer. I'm super bummed out now. I thought we were doing good. I wonder how much of that he top decked too to be able to pull off. Alright, so we're playing against the Mechazor deck. So... how do we want to go about this? I don't want to deal with the battle pet. The battle pet, he's toast. Alright, so... he's got a lot of airdrop in his deck. So he's up to 40% for the Mechazar. Alright. So I'm trying to keep the kitty alive. I don't want to put too much effort into keeping the kitty alive, but... I think next turn we drop the Sunforged Lancer. Combo it in with the Azure Herald. That's 60%. That was well played. End our turn. So we still don't have anything to do with Mechazar when it does come out. We know it's going to come out, and that's the most terrifying part. That was pretty good. He lucked out there. It's 80%. Alright, so we have competition now for Mechazar when it does come out. Alright, so Mechazar is going to come out way over there. Deal 3 damage to anything. Alright, so... Um... Because now it's a battle to the death. That's really what it's going to come down to. Why did she not heal? Oh, it wasn't the sun card. Alright, so... we... do this. Leaves us with 4 mana. Really doesn't matter what we do at this point. Each time this minion attacks, it has a 50% chance to attack again. So... he still has the dominant card on the board, and that is the fact that he could continue to just pick stuff off one by one, like that. So let's... wait, why does it work on him? Why can I target him with that? All right. And now we see. Looks pretty good for us right now. All right, so we drop Kitty. We move Kitty to here. We nuke Kitty. We move. Oh, we can't reach him. But we can attack with Kitty, and we win the game. Oh, I feel good about that one. We beat our first Mechazar deck. That was great. I'll tip him. That was a fun match. That was a lot of fun. I think we finally hit a spot where our Mechazar, our Lionar deck, and my ability to play the game is finally getting up there. Obviously, he made quite a few maybe misplays. He should have picked me off a little bit more and put me more on the defensive, rather than he kept trimming the fat of my minions, and I don't really understand why. So yeah, we only got a few games done. We'll open up 2 orbs to wrap it up, and then I think we're just gonna call today an episode. I want to end it on a win. I don't get to do that very often, so I'm pretty excited to be able to reassemble. Return a friendly obelisk to your action bar and reduce its cost to 0 and draw a card. Vast Brutality, stun an enemy minion, give your general +1 attack. Dying Wish, Dusk Weaver, Dying Wish, put a random Scion's Wish into your action bar. We got a Crab. That's what I'm calling him, is Crab. Glacial Fissure, deal 8 damage to everything in the center column. I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that card. 8 damage to everything in the center, even if you just get to ping like the general for 8 damage for 3, is really good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Glacial Fissure. I think it could have a lot of very, very solid potential, and I'm just curious to know what you guys think, because it might be a fun card to add to my deck. And we get to end on a legendary as well. This is a great day for me. And we got a Pax! We finally pulled a Pax, which I'm super excited for. We can add him to our wonderful Vitruvian deck. We got Icy Battle Pet. We got a Sphere of Darkness. We got a Psychic Conduit. Reactivate and take control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack until the end of the turn. It's kind of cool. Little weak, considering it's only 2 attack. And then we got ourselves a Grandmaster Zendo. A 6-cost 4/6. The enemy general moves and attacks as if they are a battle pet. That is awesome. That might be one of like the biggest troll cards ever. It's just be like, plop, you're a battle pet now. Take that. That is cool. That could be fun. So thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Duelyst as much as I have. And I hope you're going to come back tomorrow for some more. This has been a great week so far of Duelyst, and we've continued to get better. We're finally getting good. I think we're at the point where I can legitimately say that. We're finally getting there. And we're going to keep going. We're going to take down the boss at the end of the week, I hope. I don't know if it's a weekly thing. I hope it's a weekly thing, so we can start fighting the boss at the end of the week. Planning on doing the 2-hour episode still for Friday, and I'm looking very forward to all of your feedback for the week so far in the comment section below. Thank you all very much. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe, and come back very soon for some more Duelyst. And as always, until the next video. Hello there. Thank you for making it to the end of my video. If you enjoyed the content here, why don't you watch something next over there on that little box? Or if you want to check out something new, why don't you check the recommended feed on right there? And if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the video you just got done watching, why don't you bop that little ghost right below me on the face as hard as you can and hit the subscribe button. Thank you all very much for your continued support. And as always, till the next video.